know where you're at. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. All right, let's get into this one. These guys actually got a lot of things going on the Wiz, man. I didn't even know it. I just start checking things out. I said, man, these guys got some things really going on here. We're gonna get into it. Not gonna take too many ticks. Listen, whenever you guys get to any setup, it's real important that you give it a few ticks so it can do what it has to do. That's very important. Please, people, please just don't rush into a setup. I think everybody should know that by now. Just don't rush into a setup. Let's get into it. Before I even get into this, I want to get into skin settings, and you guys gonna know why I did this if you get it. Just want to turn the sub menu off. It's pretty much you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll know. You're like, oh, all right. Now the first thing I want to touch on this is you want to get your enable autocomplete. You want to get your virtual keyboard just in case you want to look for things. Okay. So usually you'll have to get it, but here, as you can see, I just turned it on. Now, if you get to this one day and it prompts you, just click yes. But the important thing is not to forget to turn it on. Okay, that's about that for that. Okay, and I just like turning my joint off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Kind of, there's no widgets either, y'all. Kind of like how he mixed things up. I hadn't seen H3Ds in a while until this one. We're pulling from H3Ds right here. Here we have Venom. Some pretty cool pictures, boy, I tell you that. Some pretty cool pictures. Let me see something. All right. Now this right here, y'all gonna love this section right here. I had to edit it, but this is the reason why. Who is that, T? Look out the window. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Um, got some things going on in here. I'm telling you, y'all gonna dig it. Now, nothing will be in favorites, people, unless you place it. Sometimes you could get a joint and you'll have some favorites in there. If people feel like putting them, sometimes they might zip it up with some favorites, but nothing will be in favorites unless you place it. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Let me just see one more thing because I got to make sure so I'll know how to do it. Okay, it's just that one. I don't see anything else. Okay. Let's just go on the system real quick. Okay, and the first thing I want to do is go here. And, usually when you first get to a setup, what you really want to do is come here first. You want to make sure everything's updated and ready to go. That's real important too because sometimes, things need updating and you're trying to use them and they're trying to update. Okay? Simple and plain. So you want to come here, make sure everything's updated, and you can check on what's recently been updated here. Usually you'll see an available update if you need an update, but this came clean. Okay, now I want to click in this, and I want to focus on video player input stream. Now input stream adaptive is usually here, and it will be disabled. I like to enable mines. Okay. This and the RTMP input, I love to have those enabled. It just feels like it works better for me. I've actually tried it without it, and I just have to have it on. Okay, now the RTMP input will not be here pretty simple. All you have to do is go to install from repo and then go to all repos. Once you're in all repos, just go back to video player input stream and the RTMP input will be able to be acquired. Okay, no problems. You don't have to restart. I don't know. Sometimes, people might have different experiences. But me, I didn't have to restart it. I know sometimes you do have to restart it for it to show up. But everything's ready to go on this. And I would recommend to long press on the video player input stream and the RTMP input and just get the information for it, so you guys can know what it does and why I use it. It's nothing to Google it. Okay, next thing I want to go to here, people. Like I said, I'm not going to take too many ticks with this one. Is player. Let's go to player. And always, I try to tell you guys things for future notices, always try to have this on expert, okay? Now, sometimes you might not see that, and all you have to do is press left, and then you can see the expert level, okay? But we want to focus on this. And I want you guys to get a mental picture of this because this is how it should look, okay? What I'm focusing on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Me personally, I like to have mine on 100 for all the devices 3 gigabytes and up. Now, let me tell you something. There's a trick to this. If you're on Wi-Fi, okay, you might want to have your settings dialed down a little bit, okay? I'm currently on Ethernet on the NVIDIA Shield, and 100 works fine for me. Okay, now 2 gigabyte devices, I would recommend 50 or 60 if you're on Ethernet, and I will recommend 40 to see how it's working for you if you're on Wi-Fi. And if it's working fine, you got good Wi-Fi speed and things like that, you can bump it up to 50 or 60. If your Wi-Fi speed, you don't have a lot of devices hooked up and things of that nature, you should be fine. And for the small end devices, I recommend just keeping it on 20 or 30. It comes in on 20, okay? So, you could bump it up one. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. If it doesn't work right, just bump it back down to 20. Simple and plain. Oh, now your medium devices. When I say medium devices, I mean your 2 gigabyte devices like your Fire TVs, Cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes. Those are 2 gigabyte medium devices. Just forgot to put that in there. Okay, really, I think, there's only one more thing that we got to do now. Let me see. You didn't have a Wiz thing here? Guess not. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, now once you get into the wizard, first thing I recommend is just going straight to maintenance. Okay. Now, me personally, before I write my advanced settings, I love to just get it fresh clean so I can clean all the stuff out. Okay. And after that's done, I like to go right to system tweaks and fixes. Okay. After I'm in System Tweaks and Fixes, I like to go to Quick Configure Advanced Settings XML. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with any of this, if you're not familiar with any of this, okay, anything, I would recommend going straight to buffer mode, and instead of having it on 2, let's try it on 1. I found out it works better. Another thing that I did find out that works better is you can't really see it, but it's the read buffer factor. Okay, it's right here. It's on 5. I bump it all the way up to 10. Now, I've done this for medium devices also, the 2 gigabyte devices, and it works fine. Nothing had no problem with it or anything. Now, whatever you should choose to do, just don't forget to write the file, people. Okay? Don't forget to write the file. Now, after you guys have written the file, there's nothing else to do. Just restart your setup. Okay, and you should have a decent experience. After all that's done, you restart, give it a tick or two, you should be fine. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace.